Hey everybody, this is George from the Miller School of Music. Today I'm going to be doing lesson 2 of my Harmony and Theory series, horizontal, major, and minor scales. So another way to break down your scales is to think about them in terms of whole step and half step combinations. So you can think of a major scale in terms of a whole, whole, half, whole, half steps. So I know that sounds like way too much information to ever remember to use it. So the simplest way of thinking about this is just memorizing where your half steps lie. So in a major scale, you can think of your half steps are between 3 and 4 and 7 and 1. So if we lay it all flat, we're going to use the key of C, again, for this example. So if we start with the 3rd fret on the A string, so this is a C. So all we have to do is basically think all whole steps except for the 2 half steps between 3 and 4 and 7 and 1. So if I start off with numbers, I'm going to say this is 1, 2, 3. There's our half step between 3 and 4. Right? 5, 6, 7. And here's our half step between 7 and 1. Coming back, we got 1, 7, 6, 5, 4. Here's our half step between 4 and 3. 3, 2, and 1. Alright? Now we're going to do the letters. So this is C, D, E. Here's our half step between E and F. G, A, B, and half step between B and C. Good. Coming back. So this is C, E, half step between C and B. A, G, F, E, D, C. Alright? So next we're going to look at our parallel minor. You can remember a parallel from lesson 1. It's going to mean sharing the same root. So if we were in C major, our parallel minor is going to be C minor, starting from the same root. So if we're going to do C minor again, we're going to do it from the 3rd fret of the A string. So now we got to think our half steps lie between 2 and 3 and 5 and 6. So now we're going to say this is 1. Alright. 2. There's our half step between 2 and flat 3. 4. 5. Half step between 5 and flat 6. Flat 7. 1. Coming back. Here's our 1. Flat 7. Flat 6. Half step between flat 6 and 5. 4, flat 3, half step between flat 3 and 2, back to 1. We'll do the same thing. I'm going to say the letters this time. So we got C, D, E flat, half step between D and E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and C. Coming back. We got C, B flat, A flat. There's our half between A flat and G. F, E flat, D, and C. Alright, next concept I'm going to talk about is our pentatonic scales. So when you think of our pentatonic scales, our major and minor pentatonic scales essentially are the same as our bass, major, and minor scales, but we're going to take the 2 notes that create the half steps out of the scales. So if we look at our major pentatonic, we're going to say it's going to be the same as our major scale. So we know if our half steps lie between 3 and 4 and 7 and 1. If we take the 4th and the 7th out of the scale, it's going to give us a major pentatonic scale. So it's a 5-note derivative of the parent major scale. So we're going to say it's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take the 4th out. That brings us 5, 6, and we're going to take the 7 out of the scale. Brings us back to 1 or 8. So if we go 1, 6, no 7, 5, no 4. So that brings us to 3, 2, 1. This is our major pentatonic scale. So a major scale without the 4th and the 7th. So now let's play it and we'll say the letters. So this is C, D, E, G, because we're skipping the F, A, C. Coming back. C, A, G, E, D, C. So that's a C major pentatonic scale. Next we're going to look at our parallel minor pentatonic. So again, we know parallel means sharing the same roots. So if we're playing the parallel minor, it's going to be C minor. So now if we now in minor, we know our half steps lie between 2 and 3 and 5 and 6. So if we take out the 2 and the flat 6, this gives us our C minor pentatonic scale. So we're going to say C. So actually I'm going to do numbers again. So this is 1. We're going to take out the 2. Gives us flat 3, 4, 5. Taking out the flat 6 brings us to flat 7 and 1. Going back, 1, flat 7, 5 because we took out the 6, 4, flat 3, 1. So that's our C minor pentatonic scale and numbers. Next we're going to look at the letters. So this is C, no D, E flat, F, G, we're going to take out the A flat, B flat, C, coming back, C, B flat, G, no A flat, F, E flat, C. This is our C minor pentatonic. So this concludes the lesson today. So remember, hit that subscribe button, and I will be putting up more videos soon. So stay tuned, and everybody have a great day. I'll see everybody soon.